Today we are going to study expressions and variables. A numerical expression consists of numbers and operations. For example, 5 plus 11, 6 into 10, 6 divided by 3, etc. are numerical expressions. For these numerical expressions, we have two numbers 5 and 11 and the operation is plus. For this numerical expression, we have two numbers 6 and 10 and the operation is multiplication. For this numerical expression, we have two numbers 6 and 3 and the operation is division. A variable is a letter that is used to represent one or more numbers. For example, letters such as X, Y, Z, etc. may represent variables. The variable of X may represent any number such as X equals 1 or X equals 25 or X equals 80, etc. A variable expression consists of numbers, variables and operations. For example, X plus 4 is a variable expression. For this variable expression, we have variable X, operation plus and the number 4. To evaluate a variable expression, we need to substitute a number for each variable and then evaluate the resulting numerical expression. Now we'll go through some examples to understand these concepts clearly. Our first example is evaluating a variable expression. And the question is, evaluate the expression 5 multiplied by x when x equals 100. Now we are going to solve this question. So 5 multiplied by x. For x we substitute the value of 100. Since in the question it says x equals 100. Now we multiply this. 5 multiplied by 100 and we get the answer 500. Now we will go through our next example. Our example 2 is evaluating expressions with two variables. And the question is, evaluate the following expressions when x equals 7 and y equals 5. For part A we have x plus y. Part B we have x times y. Part C we have y plus 7. Part D we have 7 minus x. Now we are going to solve example 2. For part A, our question is evaluate the expression of x plus y. And here we will substitute the value of x and y. For x it's 7 and for y it's 5. So the answer is 12. And for B, part B, our x, we need to find the expression of xy. So if we substitute the value of x and y, we find that it's 35. So the answer is 35. Here we multiplied 7 and 5. For part C, we need to find value of find the value of the expression of y plus 7. So if we substitute the value of y, which is 5, we find the answer 12. Here we added 5 and 7. For part D, we need to find the value of the expression 7 minus x. Here, if we substitute the value of x, which is 7, we find the answer 0. A real world problem can be solved by creating a verbal model and using it to write a variable expression. The following table shows the common words and phrases that indicate mathematical operations. For addition, we have the following words and phrases. They are plus, the sum of, increased by, total, more than, added to. For subtraction, we have minus, the difference of, decreased by, fewer than, less than, subtracted from. For multiplication, we have times, the product of, multiplied by, of. For division, we have divided by, divided into, the quotient of. Our example 3 is writing variable expressions and problem solving. And the question is, you belong to an online DVD rental service. Your rental budget is $200. Each rental costs $4. Write a variable expression for the cost of our rentals. And for part B, it's write a variable expression for the amount of your budget left after our rentals. For part C, it's what will be the rental cost of 5 DVDs and how much amount will be left after that. For part D, it's how many DVDs you'll be able to rent before the $200 is spent. Now we are going to solve example 3. For part A, we need to find the variable expression for the cost of our rentals. We know that the rent of one DVD is $4. So for our rentals, it should be $4. For part B, we need to find the variable expression for the amount of our budget left after our rentals. We know that our total budget is $200. So after our rentals, our budget left is 200 minus $4. For part C, we need to find the rental cost of 5 DVDs. We know the rental cost of one DVD is $4, and we also found the variable expression before. So we just put the value of R here. Since it's 5 DVDs, so R should be 5. So rental cost of 5 DVDs is $20. And next we need to find the amount left after renting 5 DVDs. Previously we found the variable expression for budget left, which is 200 minus 4R. So amount left after renting 5 DVDs would be 200 minus 4R. And we also found the value of 4R, which is 20. So The amount left after renting 5 DVDs would be $180. For part D, we need to find the maximum number of DVDs that we will be able to rent before the $200 is spent. To find that answer, we need to find the greatest value of R, so that the variable expression 200 minus 4R is not less than 0. Now let's check. If we put R equals 49, we find $4, so we still can rent one more DVDs. If we put R equals 50 and we find that $0, it means we can rent 50 DVDs. If we put R equals 51, we find that minus $4, but 200 minus 4R cannot be less than 0. Minus 4 is less than 0. So we may conclude that the maximum number of DVDs that may be rented is 50.